Dash or not H, and you're now tuned in to the What More Do You Want podcast. I'm sitting here with
Link. Let's stop talking. We gotta get into this number 2.
Oh man, part 2 of where did rap go wrong, or where did rap fuck up at? And we ended the last episode, Link, at 2003 with 50 Cent.
Mini Man.
50 Cent, you know, he dropped a bomb. Definitely a bomb was dropped on the industry. Nobody was prepared for what he did at the time, you know, and selling as many records as he did. 2004, on the other hand, we had a change.
Yes.
Kanye.
Yes.
The artist.
Yes,
you know, Kanye West as an artist dropped. And
Through the Wire.
Through the Wire, Jesus Walks. That whole College Dropout album is still a hip hop classic.
Yeah, Roses is heavy.
What I wanna ask you, Link, is did the quote unquote gangster rap in that era with when Kanye came out with College Dropout? Before we continue,
okay, say it again. The question.
I want to know if the gangster rap, the era of gangster rap, end when Kanye dropped initially.
It's hard to say. It definitely died down.
Okay.
I feel like rap was the forefront for a while.
Okay.
Like streetness and toughness, and I feel like Kanye was the first guy I could remember. I knew it was guys like this beforehand, but when I was a kid, that he was rapping and rhyming words. He wasn't talking about selling drugs or shooting nines.
No.
It was weird. It was like,
okay.
How's he doing that?
Yeah, he's just talking about life.
Yeah, he's rapping
and experiences and rapping.
It's working. It's weird. There's no punchlines about, and I grabbed the Glock and I shoot it out.
Yeah,
knocking off the cops.
And the funny thing about it all is,
it was amazing.
He was accepted.
He wasn't.
I'm saying like he was.
I mean, the fans, yes.
He was accepted. So I'm saying like even a song like Jesus Walks, where the radio was not behind it.
Well, I mean, nobody was behind it.
Yeah.
It was on this demo.
Yeah.
With different labels.
Yeah.
That record
was
listened to way before it came out.
Yes.
And everybody went,
nah, it ain't it. Even you got
one of the best records I ever heard.
Even prominent figures like Jay-Z said, oh, you rap? Nah, you just make beats. Nah, you just make beats.
I used to rock in the old bag grill. Jay-Z walk in, like, nod his head, like, oh, that's you?
Yeah, like,
never mind, I thought it was somebody else, some heat back here. It was just like, Kanye the whole time.
It's just Kanye the whole time, just making,
Yo, Beans, we out, we about to go to the joint, like,
yeah.
That's the South Sam Dunk.
That's what I'm saying, like, that's 2004, and...
No, I mean, but continue with Ye. Mm-hmm. I felt like he made it easier for just skillful rappers.
Very true.
To feel comfortable rapping.
Very true.
Not feel like I have to do the street angle. Yeah. I have to be tough. You know, it's like I could just rap about life. Cause like Through the Wire, well, you know, is about his dreams and how being fleet to pride into the accident. It then all falls down.
All falls down.
Yeah, like that. Talk about just the main angle.
Just talking about
out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. Yeah, buy a lot of clothes, but we don't really need them. You know, like
buy the cover up what's inside.
They made us hate ourselves and love themselves. That's fine. Should they start us with all this? I didn't stop.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the idea of like being self-conscious and and just talking about records like this, and even on the album, getting checks like Roses and stuff like that. Like,
well, you moved up. That's a different album. Roses not.
No, that's on second album. That's on Late Registration.
Yeah, that's the next album
too.
But that's the next year.
Yeah, that's even crazy. So like, how I'm just doing these tracks that was different, and I feel like the people looked at rap different. I think it was a young kid who saw that. I was like, I don't have to sell drugs in my raps.
Right.
Even I remember like, we're going to eventually get to the Coles. Yeah. Even with Cole saying like, you know, I don't have to like, I don't care if you sell drugs in your rap. My mom was smoking that, like, you know.
Very important.
He was listening to the Kanye's when he was a kid. Like, I finally got somebody I could listen to.
Yeah.
Just doing music.
Idols. Yeah.
Who don't gotta shoot you every single.
Exactly. How many times you gonna kill me with the same 9? Like, how many times you gonna do that?
Exactly.
You gonna do that every rap?
And people kind of did that. You know, Nas.
Was
rapping about different things, but Nas is not like sometimes he. Yeah. Sometimes he gets
Streets
credit.
Disciple.
Yeah. Sometimes he gets credit for. It's not disrespectful because Nas my favorite rapper.
Right.
But sometimes he gets like this image of like being like a common
Okay.
Like, oh, this guy's positive. Nas is not a positive rapper.
The Commons.
He's a knowledge rapper.
See,
so he raps about a lot of different things.
I believe the Commons, because of Kanye, the Commons, the Talibs, the Mos Defs.
To be fair, we can't say that with Common.
Well, yeah, he was a gangster rapper at first.
Common?
Yes. You ain't hear Common back in the day.
Yeah, but I used to love her. It's not like
well, that was
he was coming
from Water Like Chocolate.
He was coming at gangsters like.
Well,
no, and I feel like what I mean, but the idea of saying like he made it easier for them.
Yeah,
but Common was out already.
He was out already.
A long time.
But I'm saying
Common.
like making it easier was just me saying that the masses started to say, okay,
this is acceptable rap for mainstream.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
it's not a
exactly.
A niche. It's not a niche.
Exactly. So when you hear the rhyme festas of the world, certain guys you pay attention to because of Ye now. Yes. So going into the next year again, 2005 again. At this time, I believe hip hop is not per se like messed up. It's just going through like again like the 80s, the 90s, even the early this is the early 2000s. The game is not fucked up at this point, but like you said, things planted seeds.
Yeah.
So in 2005, we got 50 with the Massacre. We got Kanye new album. We got new Jay-Z. You know,
the M dropped that year.
05.
Eminem show was when?
I think Eminem show was 04. I think 04 was Eminem show. So going into 05.
But that's important too. Like the 04 is when he dropped his list.
Yes.
He dropped the list in 04. Who you think is the top 8
who's
of all time?
Yeah, Eminem. Yeah,
and that changed a lot of people opinion because I don't think he didn't put himself on there.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah.
So is
Reggie, Tupac, Biggie, Andre?
Lil Wayne dropped his initial Carter after 500 Degrees around this time. He dropped the first Carter.
DJ, right?
Go DJ is on there. You know, he got a couple, but this is Lil Wayne. You can hear him changing. Carter 1, he's changing. Yeah. There's no more wobbity-wobbities. No more drop it like it's hot. Oh. No more none of that on the Carter.
I won't talk to him till you get the Carter 2.
Okay. Now 06, Lil Wayne. I want to talk to you because this is where rap starts to take a little curve because dance records are big at this time. Oh. The South is coming with their movement. T.I. is big around this time. Rubber Band Man and, you know, all this movement is coming. Ludacris is still big around this time. The Snap records, again, the Franchise Boys and Laffy Taffy, these records are big. So, in your opinion, I mean, there always been dance records in hip hop. So does dance records take away from the culture, like to subject us to bullshit? So to speak, like, this nigga rapping on a snappy poppy, but he's spitting bars, but he dancing. So does it subject us to bullshit like that? Because that goes into the next person I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, only thing I know with the king to that question, I wasn't ready for that. There's nothing wrong with dance records.
Having fun.
I don't think it hurts the game. I think after you get to a certain age in your own life, people listen to rap for maybe 5 different reasons.
Okay.
And I feel like, some people just like to have fun and escape. You need them records.
Okay.
It's just always hard because it feel like them records are a little easier to make than a concept record or it could get rhymes. So it's like, man, that person gets so much praise and so much this when these other people are like light years better.
Right.
And they're not getting the same praise. So I do think it's like it doesn't show the balance well.
Okay.
But everybody likes a dance record.
Everybody.
I mean, you can't hate on that. Before hip hop, always been dance records. Macarena is one of the biggest dance records.
Yeah, but they ain't hip hop.
I know what I'm saying, but if you actually sit down and look at the lyrics, it's a garbage song.
I mean, Daddy Yankee.
And it's not, the person who's on it, not even talking about dancing.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee came through with the reggaeton wave with Gasolina. Even Big Pun. Because we really didn't touch on Pun. You know, rest in peace to Pun.
I'm playing. He was hot. I'm playing.
And Pun was a prominent figure with the Latin hip hop movement, even so with Fat Joe.
Well, yes.
So I understand what you're saying.
They have a representative.
I understand what you're saying as far as that goes. All I'm gonna say is like I said, in 2006, it was a lot of that going on.
I feel like it always been that though.
Okay.
I feel like maybe it was more noticeable.
Okay.
But every year it always been a weird dance track.
Okay.
Every year always been these goofy, let's have fun guys.
This and between the year of 2004 to where we at now with Snappy Pappy Records, Jay-Z disappeared and retired with the Black Album.
Yeah.
So now we at a spot where Jay-Z is away and
everybody fighting for the spot.
And he comes back with Kingdom Come. This is the end of 2006.
So Kingdom Come came and before or after what's the album? Give me a second. I gotta get it together.
Okay.
Documentary.
Game?
That was
Game was 2005.
So that was after
Game was 2000. Yes. Game was 05. Game was 05. He went
even that like the idea of helping West Coast.
Yeah,
get us a little more sound back
because he put the West on his back, so to speak. Because he was
blatantly saying it.
It was nobody carrying the flag for the West.
Yeah,
at the time.
It was some artist out there who was making noise, but he was blatantly saying, "I'm from the West. I'm bringing it back. I'm this and this."
Being with G Unit, the aftermath, it was nothing that was coming out under that camp that wasn't going platinum at the time. So even when you had the G Unit with Buck and you had Banks,
it's a really good album too.
And you Beg for Mercy with the G Unit album, like nothing they was doing at that time wasn't hitting.
So 50 was still prominent at this time.
Yes,
Game became a big name.
Yes, 5 mil. He sold 5 mil at the gate.
Was becoming.
This is
the young people's legend.
If we're talking about 2006. Lil Wayne,
because he already put out the argument that he's better than Jay-Z. Right?
Carter 2 is out. Carter 2 is out.
He already put out, and that's when he was around the time to say he's best rapper alive.
But since the best rapper retired.
Yeah, so like,
Carter 2 is out.
Change your wave.
Now, we going in the 07 Link in 2007. This is why I brought up the dance track, and this is why I want your honest opinion.
Kill somebody, ain't you?
Soulja Boy releases Crank That.
Okay, MySpace.
The MySpace movement. This is the digital. This is the beginning of the digital.
Well, not the beginning because you forgot about Napster.
Well, yeah, we still
That's the first.
That was the digital wave. That was like 2001. Yeah, 2000.
Losing money.
Yeah, artists was trying to go head up with Napster and all that.
One of their money.
And what I want to say to you about Soulja Boy dropping, Crank That, and the way he released it. And the way the masses responded, the masses, they responded to it. The ringtones started coming around.
That was good money. Yeah.
Did that in a essence, because Nas said, hip hop is dead when this happened. So was it a cause and effect of what Soulja Boy did, or was it always there?
It wasn't always there because the inventions wasn't there yet.
Right.
When it comes to Nas. I think you can argue that hip hop is dead thing 2 different ways. Hip hop did die.
Okay.
But we don't know if Nas talking about actual hip hop or the 4 elements that 3 of them died.
Okay.
3 of the elements died.
MCing.
And that's the only one that's still here.
Yeah. But B-boying
is dead.
The DJ
is dead.
Breakdancing
is dead.
You
already
tagging,
but it's dead. So you might feel like things are around. Like, so the element, as in the 4 elements of hip hop, nobody really lives that. People live the 1 element, maybe 2, maybe DJ and the MCing.
We gotta. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what he could be talking about. So I feel like when it comes to the Soulja Boy, I think it helped actually.
Okay.
Because the problem is you're looking at Soulja Boy fame, but he showed you the power of the internet. You can curve the label. Before like he didn't even say it, like nobody said it, but like he was big and we didn't even know his situation, but it's like, yo, he did that on his own so therefore now when you have years later the Wale's get internet fame,
right?
Your J. Cole's who's not being pushed properly gets internet fame. They use that internet to push their message further,
right? So in your opinion,
so I don't think it hurt.
Soulja Boy didn't hurt the game. He actually kind of helped the game.
I don't think he realized he did either or.
Yeah, because he was young.
He was a kid. He was like having like, cool, put it out. Oh, people like it. Cool, people like it. Oh, more people like it. Oh,
yeah. Bro. And then 2000, honestly, I mean, he had one of the biggest songs in 2007. But I want to transition to what the artist that you spoke to on the previous note.
Okay.
When they started recognizing that he was becoming something bigger was Lil Wayne.
Yes.
2007 was a huge year for him.
Is that the 77 verses?
That's the 77 Lil Wayne verses he dropped.
And I think he dropped. What's the album he dropped before that?
This is Carter 2. He dropped Carter 2.
Carter 2, 06.
The drought
was the same year or the same year?
Drought was drought. He put the drought out. The drought. Okay. Dedication 1 is out. Dedication 1 is out.
So he dropped Dedication, the drought, and then he did 77 verses.
And then he did 77 verses.
Year he dropped the album.
And then the next year he dropped. Then 08 he dropped Carter 3. Well, yeah, Carter 3. Carter 3 came out in 2008.
And Dedication came out.
The mill.
Dedication 2 wasn't out?
Dedication 2 came out like right before.
Okay.
Or I know he dropped a lot of music, and we probably missing
Wayne,
a lot.
Yeah, because I feel like Wayne at the time was trying to put down his flag as being the greatest rapper ever.
Because he said that.
And I feel like, and we always argued this, always growing up, that it was a good maybe 7 people who could have said it. Mm-hmm. He was the only one who wasn't scared to say it. Everybody else didn't want to say it, because if anybody would have said, "I'm the greatest," it didn't start killing every verse.
Right.
It's hard to say you're not the greatest.
Right. And you go back to that time, Jay-Z was here, because in 2007, between 7 and 8ish, he gave us American Gangster.
Yeah, it was cool.
But a lot of people was feeling like, about it. They was on the fence.
It was okay.
It was on the fence about it.
It was an excuse.
So Lil Wayne, because he said I'm the greatest rapper alive, put it in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, and he kept running with it.
Ye and 50 did have they beef. Well, sales beef.
And I think that made them albums bigger.
Yeah, that was Graduation and that was Curtis. Yeah. So Lil Wayne at this point is saying I'm the greatest, and people are believing it. Nobody is going against him. Going into
no, nobody's doing
and he sold
in the industry. Only people who came at him was Gilly, who wasn't in the industry,
right?
And it was personal. It wasn't like,
and he sold,
I want to prove that I'm better than you.
And him selling $1 million a week kind of proved his point.
Because at the time, music sales went down. Because rappers was doing $1 million a week before it was nothing.
Yeah,
but around this time, sales went down.
In 2000,
so
2008,
when he did $1 million a week, it really was like
it woke up everybody. Yeah, it was surprising. So what I want to say is,
Dr. Carter was a good song too.
In 2008. We're going to just say, okay, Lil Wayne was there. He planted his fat.
Too, right?
Say it again?
Yeah, Mr. Carter on there.
Mr. Carter is on Carter 3. And what I want to say is about the next following year in hip-hop, we got 2009.
We talking about 9?
2009.
Oh, that's the changing of the guard.
So you got your new artists is coming.
I think the best new class we ever had.
The new artists are coming in 2009.
Yeah, I don't like Double XL, but I think that's the best class there.
Right? In 2009 you got Drake.
Yes.
Nicki.
Yes.
It's a lot of Wale.
Yes.
You got a lot of you got your Lupes.
Yeah.
Meek,
I think Meek dropped that there. Right?
Well, Meek was he was underground at this time.
He wasn't signed in 2009?
No. He was not signed.
It was still been in the game for 10.
It was still that MMG. I mean that Grand Hustle thing.
So when did Tupac Back come out?
Tupac Back, that was 2000. That was like 2012.
You sure?
Yeah, that was on the first. That was on the first MMG album. Yeah, it's 2012. Okay. It's a fact. But 9 is definitely a different.
So Cole came out at 9.
Yeah, because Cole's on Blueprint 3.
Yeah,
he's on Blueprint 3. So,
and Kendrick probably came out
Section 80.
Maybe the year
late 2000. I think Section 80 is 2010. Okay. But 2009 is definitely a change.
Changing guard. Yeah, new legends are entering rap
because the guys, especially Drake.
Good legends, not like
especially Drake at this time. Kanye is still around. Weezy is still around.
Yeah, the big names are still there.
But now you got these guys, that's literally saying, hold on, they might be here to stay for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Because that don't happen.
Well, no, I actually remember an interview with Jay on the Breakfast Club, and they asked him, who you think will be around here 10 years from now?
Right.
And a lot of the top people he named is people from this class.
Right.
He said the Nickies, and Drakes, and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gave a shout out to Wale, but to be fair, he gave a caveat to Wale.
Right.
He said Wale would be here off of premature like termination.
That's it.
Because he sees that maybe it's going to be some disconnect with him and fans.
Right.
But he's going to make sure
he's going to make sure he's around. And that's even when you look at it from that point of view, it's like Wale, like again, in this year is a lot of new artists. The older artists are still around. You got your Rosses, you got the legends. It's a lot going on in 2009. Music is changing as far as like how it's being delivered. CDs are still prominent, but now we got digital. We got the iPod.
Around this time, I think that's when in Philly, FYE started that $10 sale.
Yeah.
Like, and some artists actually didn't want that.
They didn't want that.
Like, you can't sell my
CD for $9.99.
It's funny now because now it's free.
Because now I get a streaming service, and we gonna get to that. But music is being delivered differently in 2009.
Yeah, they do have some services out there.
YouTube is here.
Online, like the Def Piff for
yes.
And that's why I want to talk about Wayne. I feel like we talking about rap in general. We ain't talking about music. Rap. Wayne put more emphasis on a mixtape.
Yes, as a signed artist.
Yeah. Normally, mixtapes was made for us to climb up to the deal, because if we look at our top 7 best artists, if you're 30 to like 35, a lot of them guys aren't the guys that just came out.
Nope.
And so them guys you name, none of them barely have a mixtape.
Nope.
You can't find a Nas mixtape.
No.
The Lost Tapes is the closest thing you get.
Yeah.
But it's an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Jay-Z.
You don't get the Jay-Z mixtape.
Nah. Eminem. Nah.
I don't remember the
Ross is probably the exception. Lil Wayne. Wale.
And the newer guys.
Big Sean.
They're all people who came around 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Everybody who was in the 90s who this and this. I don't know.
They don't drop
DMX mixtape?
No.
I would love to hear a DMX mixtape.
They don't drop.
So it was like stuff like that. Of like,
So
Wayne really put emphasis for, I think, people after him,
right,
to be like, yo, drop the mixtape, drop good music,
right,
give it to your fans. They will support what your album drop.
Right.
And he forced his artists to do that. When Nicki got there, you dropping a mixtape.
Facts.
He could have just went, nah, Nicki, you doing all these features. No, his thing was mixtape, features, then album.
Yeah, Drake put out he Best I Ever Had ended up being Grammy nominated
on a mixtape,
which is wild.
And that even let you know that. And that's funny too, because I feel like Wayne brought emphasis to the mixtape to let you know that this is another lane you can make money from.
Yes.
What Drake did solidified the mixtape to be like, now your mixtape on a real life standing is not a mixtape.
Exactly.
Everything is a project.
Everything is a project.
Yeah, it's not.
You have to treat everything like a project. So let's go to we touched on 9. 10.
Yeah, they're changing.
10. Things are still changing. So in your opinion, with things changing, getting more, we coming more into the digital space.
Yes.
Now we're in the 21st century at this point. So things are becoming more digital, and artists are finding new ways to be creative in the way they drop projects.
Okay.
Are we coming into a place where hip hop again has, like you said, hip hop didn't die when Soulja Boy did what he did, so you feel like it helped the game. So artists are becoming more prominent with an online presence.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for online presence, Wale be dead.
Right. So we come in with an online presence, and you got 2010. You got records like we got Ross's around. A lot of Southern. The funny thing is, I believe the South was moving
for a while though. They've been doing that since the early 2000s.
They were moving.
When Ludacris came out and everything.
Luda,
serving a piece. And
Luda
had their
Tip.
camp. Yeah,
they've
been dominant for a while.
Yeah, you got your Rosses, and these artists into the like I said, the 20.
You talk about the Switch House and all that stuff.
Well, that was Mike Jones.
But the whole idea of the South has been taken over for.
Yeah, right. Scarface.
And then when Wayne became arguably the best rapper in the game, he's from the South, so it changed everything.
Yeah, and the craziest thing, I believe that, like I said, none of those things, like even chopped and screw music, none of those things like fucked the game up. I believe what made, in my opinion, in 2010, I think I was happy with hip hop. I wasn't upset in 2010.
No, the legends were still around.
Yeah, it was nothing that made me upset.
And it was solid new talent for you to listen to.
In 2011, we got J. Cole's first solo album. We got the Sideline. We got the Sideline Story.
Yes, it's after the year before where he dropped
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be his album.
Yeah, and
the label didn't feel like
also
he was ready enough to drop an album, so he dropped it on his own.
In 2011, we also got Watch the Throne.
Yeah, that's cool. It was a big moment.
Classic.
It was a big moment. I don't think it's a classic album.
Ooh.
But I think it was a big
kind
moment.
of disrespectful, but I'm gonna let him keep that.
And this album you didn't add to the
what? You got it?
What? Jay-Z list?
I mean, because it's a duo project. That's the only reason it's not on there. But
all right. That would have
the
been,
Dynasty.
That would have been number 12 on your list.
No, the Dynasty was number 12 and 13 and 13. But again, like in 2011, we got some good good projects. Speaking of good projects, we started to get good music.
Oh, good music. Actually.
We started getting good music from Kanye.
Did he form the group already?
We wasn't. Not yet.
He didn't have well, first of all, he did for Common. I think the year before, 2 years before.
Yeah, he produced.
Came out with was it B? What is it?
Go.
Yeah, like
the album was B. The album was B. The track was Go.
Okay, good. There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Ha ha ha. So yeah, when he did the project, there was a Kanye basically produced project.
Yes,
and helped bring back a legend. Who was already a legend in his own right.
Right,
but the songs on that, like, again, this is Kanye putting his stake in and changing hip hop,
right,
with Lil Wayne on the street aspect changing hip hop, and even the South taking over, even with the Wayne and the Jeezy,
right,
Gucci was out and everything,
yeah,
Ross, they doing their thing, but like bringing back Common and songs like Testify, God,
that's everything about that, they did that exactly. That's beautiful.
I felt like it just the music was changing. Like more soulful when it comes to certain beats, but then we had you said 11, and which album you talking about exactly in 11?
I was said Cole dropped in 2011. Watch the Throne came out in 2011.
Even the Cole thing, I think it showed. It's like the Cole thing is still connected to the Soulja Boy thing.
Okay,
because Cole whole beef was, hey man, I'm doing these shows. This is a big showing at these shows.
Yeah,
so the album to drop. They're like, nah, we don't feel the buzz on our end.
Yeah,
they're looking at radio charts.
They looking at radio, right?
It's not. They're like, you're not charting. You're not doing this,
right?
Okay, drop his mixtape. Big buzz online,
right?
He dropped a lot of his material. He's gonna drop on his album. They somehow gets the reaction to it. They're like, hey man, your name is really trending.
It's time.
Go. He like, I kind of just give all of it away.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, now I gotta hurry up and make some of these songs. Put them on there,
Mr. Nice Watch.
Then they undership his album.
Yeah.
Oh well, you're not gonna sell that much. We send that.
Yeah.
And it sell out fast.
It sell out real fast.
And then that's why I think it was a wake up call for certain levels. Like, oh, this internet thing is real. It's a different thing to look at.
Yep.
So radio shit is totally different.
Yep.
To the internet. So we don't see it on the radio. We think he don't have it. He has it here.
He has it.
And I feel like that's when one of the things I said. That's why I think Soulja Boy just showed people. There's a whole different lane besides radio.
Yes.
And I feel like Cole was a representative of that around that year.
Yes. And the funny thing is, in 2011, rap, again, I didn't feel like rap was at a point where it was getting
Big
fucked
Sean
up.
Was out too.
Yes. In 2011,
you're talking about good music in general.
Yeah, good music.
Good music already.
Yeah, he was signed.
Common was there.
Yeah, he was signed.
Think,
but his
Pusha became president already.
No, that was way before.
He was just signed with them.
Not.
It was 2011 because then he did Runaway already.
Yeah,
right?
because 2012, My Dark Twisted Fantasy came out. Yeah, so he was signed with Good at the time.
And then,
yep.
Yeah, and they had a Common was, and then
I think 2 Chainz.
Yeah, it was connect. I don't know if he was all the way signed, but he had definitely.
He was there. So this is changing. Yeah, the game is changing again.
Now the people who became legends
because now
are now building their own crews.
Cliques are starting to pop up.
Exactly from our legends.
MMG, you got Ross. He signs Meek Mill.
Yes, and brings Wale. He had a failure at Interscope.
You got Good Music.
Yes.
So you have, and you still got Cash Money,
even though they've always been around.
Young Money now. Now we got Young Money.
Yeah, because you have Wayne himself. So it's more the names themselves starting to make their own group
and show their power, so to speak.
Show their own vision of what they think music should be.
Right.
So Wayne is like, look, I like music how I like it, and I'm going to show y'all how I feel other people should do music. And here's my artist to prove it.
Right.
Same thing as Ross, and I think same thing as Kanye. Definitely Kanye because he does music. Kanye is one of the greatest producers. So when he say, I'm starting my own label, it's like, I need to really see. Pass that over.
So I mean, this is like I said, this is the year of the clicks, so to speak. Yeah. In 2012 again.
I think that's TDE, right?
My Dark Twisted Fantasy is 12. So this is Kanye. This is like one of his biggest albums ever.
Oh, damn! So we skipped we skipped with Kanye. We skipped Heartbreaks.
Well, 808s.
808s, right?
Well, 808s was 2008. Oh, so we spoke on Wayne in 2008. Okay, that's why.
Well, the only reason why I said it because in reality, that album
that changed a lot.
Changed a lot of people musically.
Yeah, because he showed a different. See, that's the thing about it's a different.
It came to even music. Came to the Weeknd party. All that you can hear that influence. Through all that music. Yeah, and that goes into Drake and that goes into like all these other guys.
Yeah. So in 2000, we coming on the end of 2012. Let's go on to 13.
Oh, we didn't talk about 12 though.
Well,
talk about Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, and I feel like I forgot what else dropped that year, but I swear that Kendrick starts snapping.
In 12
into 13 into 14.
Oh yeah, and because Section 80.
Like, yeah, and I feel like
and we got 12. No, we didn't get that. We didn't get.
If we got 12, Cole dropped in 12.
Cole dropped.
No, 13.
Born Sinner's 13.
Okay.
Yeah, Born Sinner's 13.
Yeah, and that's a big year.
Born Sinner's 13.
There's a lot of good albums I dropped.
A lot of very good albums came out in 2013.
I guess you want to talk about 2013.
Yes. 2013. Go ahead. Well, Link, we spoiled it. We gave him Born Sinner. Came out in 2013.
That's cool. It's only like top 10 album of all time.
Oh, yeah, fucking Jay-Z came out with Magna Carta.
That was okay. Wait, is that the one he cheated?
Oh, come on now. We're not gonna go there.
I ain't saying it ain't hot because of
this
that.
This is a wrong time to have that conversation.
No, because you want to talk about ruin hip hop. Now, how you going to skip somebody with somebody cheating?
He sold.
No, he literally did sold to a company.
Well, he sold. All right, Sprint brought the copies of the album before. Well, Samsung, sorry, not Sprint yet. Samsung bought the copies of the album. They bought $1 million out the gate.
Exactly.
Before the album was even sold.
So he already sold $1 million.
He sold $1 million. But then he did 250 regular in the store.
Yeah, that means he sold 250.
Yeah, he sold listen, in my opinion, he sold 250,000.
All right, but everybody
first week sales. But Billboard 1.2. But Billboard didn't want to accredit the fact that he sold 250. He did 250 regular and he did what y'all want to count. Nah, so does that fuck the game up? Yes. In my opinion, no.
Oh my God, yes.
That don't fuck the game up. How? As a consumer?
Yeah.
That gave you options.
Gave me options.
Yes. As a consumer, that gives you options. So as a consumer, right? So now we in the digital space of the music game.
We are.
All right. So if you got multiple streaming services, right?
It wasn't all out yet.
But I'm saying, if you have multiple streaming services, right? Let's not use streaming services. Multiple ways to get an album. Wouldn't you want to use the best that's for you?
You talking about the artist itself? Yes.
I'm talking about you as a consumer, not the artist.
No, as a consumer, then look,
you're going to use what's best for you.
I got that album for free
because you had Samsung.
Yeah, not because I didn't buy the phone because of it.
No, it was already on it.
Yeah, I was like, what,
yeah, you got Samsung.
I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, but me on the other hand, I didn't have Samsung at the time.
But you didn't buy a Samsung phone for it.
No, but you know what I did? As a consumer?
What?
I bought the album.
Because you didn't have it.
Thank you. No, so what works best for me as a consumer? So Link is trying to tell y'all, bar none, Magna Carta, Holy Grail, fuck hip hop up.
No, didn't say that.
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm saying you want to have a podcast about what ruined hip hop.
What ruined rap?
And I honestly was saying maybe that planted the seed before.
Oh, okay.
Because even right now, it's like, well, I brought up like New Kids Today saying basically, I don't care about the old guys. Well, I related to that with Biggie, not as a gangster saying it, but as in
he had no influence.
I don't listen to nobody basically. So it's like that's really the same
Lil
thing.
Wayne say the same thing.
Yeah, but it's really the same thing.
I don't listen to nobody but myself.
Yeah, but you know that's a lie.
But he say that though.
Yeah, because he's a punchline rapper. So
he say it all the time.
Anytime I'm the only, and but he's lying because I'm the only down south nigga that could make it in the firm. Nobody doesn't say that if they don't listen to rap. Who knows what the firm is if they don't have influences? The Firm, bro. The Firm. Can you name 3 songs from The Firm?
Firm Biz, Phone Tap, and I'm a little on the fence about the last one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they had one project.
Yeah.
I can't even name all the members of the firm. I know who they was.
AZ, Foxy, and Nature.
I thought it was one person, one more.
No.
All right,
it's 3 of them. You seen the cover? It's only 3.
Nas? You said Nas.
Oh yeah, Nas. Yeah, it is. Yep, Nas, right, AZ, Foxy, and Nature.
So I always forget about Nature.
Yep, and Dre did the whole production.
Yeah, then Pop. Yeah. So for a man to say that in his rap, you just saying that just to say it.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I feel like that's so right now with Jay-Z doing that, I feel like, it's not a good thing.
Right.
It's just like, I ain't mad at him because you need your money. The idea of like,
I'm speaking from
of course you got definitely when you have a record of the #1 albums, they guaranteed you a #1 album.
I'm speaking from a consumer standpoint.
They guaranteed them a #1 album.
Not a fan of Jay-Z. Because if I speak as a fan of Jay-Z, then I'm going to wash what you say.
But I'm a fan of Jay-Z.
Exactly. So you speaking from a fan's perspective. I'm going to speak from the consumer. As a consumer, I'm going to use what best option is for me.
We're talking about what's wrong with hip hop.
All right, what fucked up hip hop?
Like either somebody
he said Jay-Z planted the seed.
If it's somebody who like really values the #1 album thing,
okay,
he guaranteed him a slot for the #1 album.
And Billboard didn't want to give it to him.
It was somebody else who did that, who you didn't like, and they broke a record because of that.
And Billboard,
you'd be like, "Whoa, you broke!" But he still has the record.
Yeah, but Billboard still didn't want to give it to him.
You said didn't want to,
but I believe they ended up giving him the #1 spot that week.
You had to.
So all I want to say is in 13 we got Born Sinner, which was one of, in my opinion, J. Cole's greatest bodies of work.
Yes, I believe.
And we got a great album, from Kanye, Yeezus.
That wasn't great. It was 10. It was 9 tracks or 10.
It was 9 tracks, I believe.
Yeah, I liked the 2 of them at the time.
Black Skinhead is crazy.
Now, years later, I ended up liking 4 of them.
Now, all right, and the way he dropped, do you think that kind of threw people? I think that
that was genius.
How he just gave you a CD inside of a fucking case.
Oh my bad, I thought you meant the promo beforehand. We just dropping by places with a
putting his face up with the videos. Yeah, no, I'm talking about how he packaged the project and just gave you a CD.
We packaged the project. It made me think of it different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I told you just a long time ago. I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is his version of a mixtape. He's just too famous.
To put out
I really think because he had a lot of new stuff on there that was a little weird.
He was practicing with house music,
and I think he wanted to let people know we've been working on. How do you like it? Get the feedback from it,
right?
And I feel like somebody at the label probably like, yeah, we can't let you do that,
right?
Like you could put it out as a project though. He probably like, but I don't want to put it out because it was cheap. Because you get it online for it wasn't that much, and it was no cover. It was like, this is the only way I could give y'all a mixtape because the labels I'm connected to won't let me drop free music.
Right.
So that's how I looked at it. And all the tracks was different. And the music after that kind of took some stuff that worked from it. I was like, all right, he used that to see what people ears.
House music, house music, the reggae. He was practicing with anything.
I Am a God featuring God.
I love that song.
No.
I am a God.
Now I still love.
Hurry up with my damn massage.
What?
In a French ass restaurant. Hurry up with my damn croissant. Like you gotta enjoy shit like that. It's just enjoyable.
No, man, I'm a bar happy guy. But I do like what he did.
He's a rapper.
Of course,
he's a rapper.
Yeah, but I do like what he did for New Slaves.
That was crazy.
And when it comes to Bound 2, I love the beat.
That's crazy.
The songs was cool, but the music, man.
Oh, how the beats was going in the other beats, and how beats was sounding unfinished, and how
some stuff. Yeah, and it was more like, all right, I think he was just trying different things.
Yeah, so that's 13. So in my
no, man,
that's 13.
He still got more albums that dropped.
No, I didn't say I wanted to finish.
I was just saying
that was 13. Like with Kanye. So who you want to throw in this year of 2013?
Didn't Paradise drop?
Paradise.
Dark
Sky.
Yeah, did that drop?
Not yet.
Okay,
no,
so
Big Sean, not yet.
Up. The reason why I think I like 13 a lot, 13 had to me really good albums, and it had really good mixtapes.
That's where you
because
Rich Forever is there
because the Gifted dropped too.
Yes, Wale is there.
Yeah, so Wale Gifted dropped. Who didn't make top 50 albums that year. You know.
Yeah, he
Juicy
came
J
in behind
Juicy
J.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Drake is out. Yeah. Nothing Was the Same came out.
You sure that Big Sean album didn't drop?
Nah, not.
He dropped Detroit then.
Yeah, Dark Twisted Fantasy. Not Dark Skies Paradise ain't come out yet.
All right, so he dropped Detroit that year. Great mixtape.
Dark Sky Paradise.
We dropped Dream Chasers 2 that year.
Yeah.
Ross dropped Rich Forever that year.
Yes. So Lauren came out that year.
Yes, like, and it was just a lot of really good music across the board, and I feel like that was one of the best years of hip hop because it was the older and the newer guys going into their own. Right. And everybody was just rapping good music, spitting from their point of view and giving us like something different.
Right.
Like even like I never been a big Ross fan.
Okay.
Like Ross. Rich Forever though made me a legit
That
Ross
shit
fan.
Is fucking dope. That's after he dropped Teflon Don.
Exactly. I remember hearing Teflon Don. I was like, alright, cool. I like how he do his songs. But I'm not a big fan of like
Teflon Don is special.
I'm not a big fan of him rapping. But
Rich
I
Forever?
do feel like he got way better rapping when Lil Wayne got locked up.
Okay.
We should have talked about that.
That
was a big.
He went away for a year. Him going away for a year.
Yeah, go away for a year. I feel like he started rapping better, and then he signed Meek, started rapping better.
Right.
And I feel like being with Wale,
you could tell.
And I feel like still sharpening, like he has something to prove.
You could tell.
And I feel like even though Wayne was Wayne, and people can't wait for him to come back out. Cause I think before he got locked up, he dropped "I'm Not a Human Being," my favorite.
I'm Not a Human Being.
Yeah, and it's like
underrated.
Oh, you're really underrated. You know what I mean, definitely All Above is on there.
I'm Not a Human Being is on there.
Oh man, there he go crazy.
He murdered that.
You better run, motherfucker, cause we died.
What that nigga? What that shit, boy.
Yeah, so, it was a lot of great music that year, and I just looked at that like
13.
Okay,
was a prominent year. Yeah,
I feel like it's showing because I felt like I found my new group of people that I like, and this is why I kind of want to get what you at. I feel like this when I realized how hip hop's gonna be for me for the rest of my life. Because I looked at it when all the people I loved before are people I looked up to.
Right,
they're legends. They're damn near my father. Everybody I happen to like now is in my age bracket.
Very true.
So, and I told myself, what's going to happen when they get older? And the new hot guy, because it's always going to be somebody else. Somebody who's lyrical, who's punches, who's saying some good stuff. But now we passed that point in our lives. Yeah. So we look at it like, yeah, he cool, he just not for me. Because somebody like Don Q. Nice. Not for me though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to a Don Q show.
You don't like Q?
No, I didn't say that. See me? You just said I don't like Q. I didn't say that at all.
You don't like Don Q?
I like him. I think he hot. I think he got bars. Somebody say, yo, some free tickets to a show. Oh, I'm not going.
I'm there.
Because it's not my wave.
Okay. You think too many young niggas going to be there?
No, he's just out my age bracket. To the point, everything you're saying, I heard before. Everything you're talking about, I lived it already.
Okay.
So, it's just like, cool. But I can admit that it's hot. I go, okay. Oh, no, he hot. If my brother's like, yo, who should I listen to? Don Q. He's younger than me. Don Q. Rock out with him. But personally, he's like, why would I go to your show?
Okay. Yeah, we're going to touch on the young niggas.
That year, that 2013, I was thinking like, yeah, I like the young guys. I kept saying that and realizing they was my age. They wasn't young. Like Big Sean, the Wale's, they was all near my age.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's probably why I rock with them. 13. Because they talking literally
and
what
also,
I'm thinking about
speaking on moment. 13, we got Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah. Everybody calls it a classic the first week.
I think not
I
that
hate
one.
When they do
that one. It was it was Kendrick's next one. The next following album.
No, that's both. Whatever first came out.
They call Magic Kid, Mad City a classic.
Bro, we got one of the biggest Kendrick fans who live next door. I could just ask it.
I ain't know that. I knew to Pimp a Butterfly.
Well, Pimp a Butterfly, people was pressured to saying that was a classic.
I knew
it's
that.
Important. That it was just important.
Everybody was calling that shit a classic, and I'm like,
yeah, because he already dropped a classic.
Oh, all
right. That's how
I
looked at it like.
But
13, I think was one of the most epic years, and it's hard.
But again, here we chugging along into the digital space into the next year, 2014. So when you look at the space of 2014, do you say hip hop is at a good point?
14? Hell yeah.
Yeah, because Cole comes again
at the end of the year. So that's really 2015.
Okay.
Because they drop in December. I shouldn't even know this, people. I'm going off the cuff on all this stuff.
Yeah.
He dropped
Forest
December, like a week before New Year's.
Forest Hill Drive.
Yes, I remember.
So 14 was
Athlete leaked, and I ain't all it leaked, guys. I pride myself on not stealing. But it leaked. I listened to it, but I bought the album twice.
Eminem came too in 2014, didn't he?
Yeah. So J. Cole, right? So what?
No, I said Eminem.
But you skipped a lot of Eminem. Like we didn't talk about Recovery and none of that.
Well,
you going to talk about the bad Eminem album? That's what you doing? You skipped all the.
But did that fuck up hip hop?
Eminem album? No, Eminem did nothing but help hip hop.
No, that's what I'm saying. Did him releasing a bad album fuck up hip hop in your opinion?
Okay, he released a couple bad albums.
Recovery, Relapse.
No, Recovery was good.
Relapse.
Is it Relapse with the ones with the pills on the cover? Great cover though.
I think that was Relapse.
Yeah,
Recovery is the one he's walking away.
Yeah, Relapse was a bad album in my opinion. I just not for me. Can't rock with
Slim Shady LP. What is it?
Marshall. Marshall. That was cool.
Yeah,
it wasn't quite for me, but I see what he was doing, and a lot of fans loved it. So it wasn't bad at all.
Right.
But and this the year that dropped. 2014.
14, I believe. Relapse came out. I believe it did.
This way after that, it was probably 2.
Okay.
I remember doing a top 5 back then, and I think I brought that up.
Okay.
Like Marshall Mathers, like B2.
So I mean, like I said, 2014, we got Cold.
But that's when the mixtape game was dropping too. Cause I think Dedication 5 dropped.
Who 4?
4 dropped.
4. I believe Dedication 4 came out a little bit before. Yeah, Dedication 4 been came out.
Was it Sorry for the Wait? 2?
Ooh, we spoke on Weezy
Impact.
No Ceilings,
though. But
Impact. As far as like we talked about him,
how his mixtapes brought.
Yeah, we spoke on that. I'm just trying to get to the root at this point of what I feel like. All right, hip hop fucked up.
Well, I don't know what your root is. That's why I'm curious.
So
that's why we get there.
I mean,
I guess you're gonna blow it up when we get there.
Yeah, where we at now is like 2014, 15. I feel like rap is at a good point, but I see what's on the horizon.
Okay.
The fuck shit is on the horizon. The fuck shit is on the horizon around this time. My favorite artists are still here. You know, we got new artists coming. And I feel like the funny thing about, I'm not even going to say mumble rap killed hip hop. I'm not focused on mumble rap. I'm not focused on what rappers are doing. We got Chief Keef. We got a lot of rappers, prominent rappers, still doing their thing. But it's like with the surge of technology, everybody's getting music a different way. So hip hop,
true,
in my opinion, it was being the most exploited.
That's true.
And I think that's where hip hop started getting fucked up at, because everybody felt like they could do it.
That's definitely true.
So that's where I believe hip hop got fucked up at. It's not because I feel like one artist to the next wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, but Jay-Z is head and shoulders above let's say per se the next rapper that's in the 25 and under age bracket. But we at a point where guys feel like just because you head and shoulders above, I mean, just because you drop music the same week, you on that same level.
Okay.
And I think that's where it's at. It's like we're being exploited, even the fuck shit that's going on. So that's how I feel. I feel like
you feel like in 2016 that was happening.
I feel like we was coming into the surge of these new artists feeling like they head and shoulders with the big dogs. Feeling like they could stand toe to toe with the fuck shit that they was doing and releasing.
I understand where you're coming from. I mean, to your logic, like if I take like how you thought about that,
right?
If I had to use that same mindset, I won't say it was them.
Okay.
To your argument, I would say that Instagram ruined rap.
The internet.
No, Instagram. Because there was a lot of people who got internet fame. And
very true.
Fame, who didn't know what to do with the fame.
Okay.
Somebody said, "Why don't you just do music?"
Very true.
I don't know how to sing.
Very true.
Oh, well, just just rap.
Just rap.
Because you already have fans who don't know how to support you. So just now say,
instead of what we say earlier, instead of you could have did anything. You could have dropped merch. You could have did anything. The first thing you say is because it's easy.
It's easier.
It's easier
because you can't sing.
You can't play an instrument.
So I could get a writer too.
I could and
I could just make music. It's no reason for a young girl.
Right.
I'm saying nobody names here.
Okay.
I don't care about them like that.
Okay.
But there's no reason for a young girl to go on TV and disrespect her mother.
Yeah.
And say she would catch her outside.
Okay.
Or saying to the owner to catch her outside.
Well, he basically let y'all know who it was.
Yeah, I'm not saying nobody's names. I ain't saying their names. I don't care.
Right.
Because I don't even know their name. Because I got real shit to worry about.
Right.
But they go and somehow
somebody
signs them.
Becomes famous.
Well, they become famous. First, they become famous, and then now remember this person's young. Shouldn't be sexualized that way. But shouldn't be sexualized that way. And then, hey, let's just make you a rapper. And
Instant.
And you are a rapper.
Okay, so to your point, and to my point, exploitation of the rap and hip hop culture is where we both in agreement that shit got fucked up at.
I just feel like I've always been there.
Okay, the exploitation.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like
so in your opinion, N-word, B-word, us deciphering our neighborhoods, does that fuck our culture up if we're the ones talking about that, not letting nobody else do it, but we're the ones doing it?
It does fuck the culture up only because we know this music is going out to everybody, not just us.
Right, the masses are changing.
It's not us. And when we first, and anybody who's seen a concert and seen that it was a rapper on stage rapping to an all-white crowd.
Yeah.
At that point, they should have been like, I gotta change my shit up.
The newer artists.
No, everybody.
Okay.
Right now, if Biggie was on stage,
he'd be rapping.
Biggie saw it was an all-white crowd, he should have been like, even though he would have had 2 albums, so it's a bad example. But the idea is like, okay, my next album, let me change some of my stuff because I didn't realize these are the people coming to my shows.
So Kendrick,
I don't want them to okay, so you want to bring up Kendrick with his mistake at his show.
Okay. When he brought the well, I'm just saying Kendrick, and the reason I say Kendrick because I know he's one of the biggest hip hop artists, but he dropped a semi-conscious rap album.
He's in.
Yeah. So when
Boffrey talking about when the girl said nigga.
Oh, nigga. Yeah.
And I thought he was wrong.
He told her to get off stage.
No, but she wasn't on stage. But it was one of those stand up and put the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
But the idea is the song had the word in it, and you asked him to rap it with you.
Yep.
She said it. Oh, don't say that word. Well, why did you ask?
But you were going to say it.
Yeah, but the idea is then why do that song?
Right.
Just perform it by yourself. So because the problem is she can't say nigga on a microphone, but yet when she's not on a microphone,
she gonna say it.
The whole crowd. No, the crowd is white. The whole crowd can say it.
Yep.
As long as they don't got a microphone spotlight on them.
Yep.
So it's like,
damn, that's heavy.
That's right.
He just went deep.
Well, yeah, that's
he just got deep.
Yeah, and that's what I
he just got real. He got real heavy just now. That's crazy.
People need to open their eyes.
Okay,
it's different from our level. I've been rapping for years, guys. I've been trying to rap. I haven't rapped in front of a white crowd. I rapped in front of little crowds before. They all look like me.
Right.
I mean, and I even say with artists who bring out crowds, Meek Mills. You go to Meek Mill's show, it's way more darker than bright. No, it's more black people that go to YG shows than Meek Mill shows. For some people, for some reason though, a lot of artists don't get that.
Yeah,
a lot of artists get more white crowds.
Yeah, because you got to look at the artists that
Schoolboy Q gets a white crowd.
It's a reason why. But you got to understand where do they perform at? Because if you performing at festivals, you're going to see more faces that don't look like yours.
I think that sounds good, but in reality, sometimes your music just attract different people.
Yeah, because if
I watch battle rap all the time. With the URL go somewhere, black people come out to watch them. Even though there's a white fan base who love battle rap, it just doesn't happen
to come out.
URL.
But I'm saying,
so I feel like Meek Mills, for some reason, his image or how he raps brings out more black people to the shows.
Right. Depending on where you
more neighborhood people. There's more people
depending on where you go and where you perform at. Because if he perform in Sweden.
Yeah, but you blatantly saying a place that's all white.
But listen, wait.
But America has a mixture of everybody.
If he goes to Sweden, it's more or less that. And if he comes home, it's more or less that. So I understand your point. What I'm saying is you're performing at plenty of events, festivals, things like that. So I get...
Festivals is not your show.
But I'm saying
festivals is the festival.
But you got people when you come to
But when you go to your show and you see it's way more white people coming, I think you have a responsibility for you to be like, okay, future songs or future things. I should think about that, because why am I okay them shouting out nigga that way, but I'm not okay them grabbing a microphone? They're drunk and they're happy to sing the song with me. They're rapping with me.
Right.
They're rapping with their favorite artist.
Right.
And they just rapping the lyrics I wrote.
I mean,
and
again,
I sold them the ticket to CD.
Okay, so what
I asked her to grab the microphone and rap the song with me.
So I want to say to you again, like case in point, what I said and what you said. Do you think, at this time and point today, right now, rap as a whole, the culture, how it's exploited, what people do with it when they become prominent figures, when they be on the forefront, those that are at the forefront, do you feel like hip hop is fucked up, like as a whole, or rap music, or do you feel like it's fine the way it is, and we just going to try to continue to bring it back?
Look, I don't feel like hip hop is dead.
Okay,
like, I don't really think it's hurting.
Okay,
I feel like rap is at a point right now that it used to be like wrestling in the 90s.
Touch on
wrestling
it.
in the 90s used to, people thought it was innovative, right?
Okay.
Because, we seen things you've never seen before.
Okay.
But rap of the 90s was actually just a reflection of what was happening around it.
Okay.
See, so
art imitating life.
Yeah, so it's like, literally the NWO, right?
Okay.
Before they became the NWO, they called themselves the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, talking about Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and Razor Ramon. People should know who that is if they are.
Oh, yeah.
But did you remember why they came up with the gear they came up with?
As far as the colors?
No, the way they dressed. They actually said why.
No,
so it's an interview with Kevin Nash. He said, well, we started wearing certain things because it was this movement of gangster rap, and we like Tupac.
Oh,
and the way he wears bandanas and this and this, and we thought we're gonna do that
to influence.
Yeah, and feel like that's why we look cooler than everybody else. They're like, yo, what's up with them guys? Are because we take it basically Tupac influence, like rap.
Yeah.
So I think
rap.
I think rap is at a point right now that there's so much goofy shit going on in the world.
So much.
And the internet I think the internet showed the world that it's more dumb people than smart.
Very.
And that's why that's why people are easily manipulated.
Very.
Because so I feel like rap, it's a lot of that mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
Rap still, the guys who are selling the tip top are still crazy lyricists.
Very true.
So a lot of people like to say, "Oh, these mumble rap," but they're not doing what the main big guys are doing.
Okay,
they making money, they doing their thing, but they got their own niche and fuckery that people like.
Right.
And it's like, well, what can we do? I mean, we don't want to do categories that could separate them from certain artists.
Yes.
So since we don't, people just lump them together.
Yep.
But they're not
like,
the same type
like
of artists.
One big ass dysfunctional pot of gumbo.
Yeah, exactly. So like. Right there, so they're getting confused. So people mixing in some rappers with certain rappers. They shouldn't be in the
same sentence
because and they're not the same. They don't perform for the same crowds. They don't do the same festivals. Some people care about it. It's just since they don't name them, they just stuck in the same spot. So I do feel like rap has some problems, but overall, I still think it's okay. We still got people who are lined up to run a game for a long time, and the people after them are just going to be similar people like them.
Right.
It's going to be lyricists who are smart and know how to like run the game.
Right.
It's not going to be somebody who's not bright and who mumbles all their words.
Right.
Now, I ain't going to say all mumble rappers are dumb. That's not true. Some people just know, look, man, this is an easy thing to do right now. If they're going to give me money for this, why not take it?
Yeah.
Who am I to say no?
For me, I'm gonna be honest.
Make sure you don't sign a 360 deal.
And make sure you don't sign a 360 deal. Make sure you get all your tickets and merch and everything.
You don't even know what you signed.
Relax, bro. But for me, I feel like rap has changed.
Yeah, you say fuck these niggas. I see you.
Rap has changed. Rap has changed. I'm not gonna be the old man on his porch swinging my cane. I'm not gonna be doing that. But I'm gonna speak my opinion and say that the responsibility should be on the ones that came before you. Should be the ones that say, okay, yeah, you can't do that.
before you finish that, because I talked to some people who are like 20, 21.
Mm-hmm.
They feel that some of the old heads try to shun them. Now, I don't think they're talking about the quote unquote tip top. I think the top of the game always been respected.
They think mid tier.
Yeah, them mid tier older guys,
mid tier legends.
This is disrespectful to the young guys coming in,
right?
To make them reverse that. Okay, then fuck you. So now, but since it's fuck you, it's fuck all that because like, well, I can't separate you from. Since I already said it, I gotta live with it. And when you're young, you feel more invincible.
Yeah, that's very true.
Everybody who's young.
So we saw we saw that with certain artists when they troll and they feel like I can do and say because you're not going to stop my money or you're not going to stop what I say. I have this device and it's going to put me out to the masses anyway faster than anything you could do anyway.
Yeah, and will somebody even tell you because of you I better myself? Look, I don't care for Chief Keef.
Okay.
I mean, I heard his music. I could see where people got influence from and all that.
Right.
I remember seeing one video when this white kid or Spanish kid from somewhere saying, because of you, I got back into school. And this and this. Now, listen to his music. You're thinking, how did he hear that and hear that? But you don't know what people
what it made him feel.
And really, no disrespect to any rapper out there or any music, but sometimes people just go through something and your song going in the background, it just becomes the same.
It becomes there. It becomes it.
Even though they don't. Your lyrics didn't do anything.
Right.
I remember when I decided to change my life around and not do drugs no more. Your song was on the radio.
It was because of you.
So now every time I hear that song, now I think about the time I made the decision, and that's the time I came to because of you.
Wind beneath my wings. Yeah, you know you hear that.
Yeah, exactly. So
Eye of the tiger.
Yeah. So any artist who might hear that from a fan, and then this old guy probably saying, "Man, y'all ain't this and that." They're gonna be like, "How can you tell me that when I got youngins telling me this?"
Yeah,
you, bro.
Yeah,
forget you. I do what I want because
I do what I want.
People who looking up, let me be like looking up to me, but like who see what I'm doing and I'm inspiring people, and I'm rocking out, and I'm balling, and my team on because of me, and my family eating right now. I don't care what you're saying.
You like you said, you start to get that sense of invincibility.
Yeah, I don't care what you're saying because how look, I came from nothing. Even Meek Mill's, like legend from Philly, we know that. When it comes to Meek, when he took embarrassing losses.
Yes.
It was more just like, it was embarrassing.
Well, Els with the Drake thing.
The Drake thing.
Okay.
But that was embarrassing because it was talked about everywhere. ESPN brought up his name.
Yeah.
Because we didn't realize how famous Drake was compared to Meek Mills. We knew it was a big dip, but people only heard of Drake, never heard of Meek. And they went like, oh man, this guy supposed to be the street gangster. So it hurts him. Okay. But then we talked to Meek.
He wasn't taking no L.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like that idea of like, because everybody around me is the not seeing a bigger
We took our
picture.
Bumps, like you said. We took our bumps. We bounced right back.
Like I'm good.
I'm still good.
And it's like, well, that's not what they're talking about.
I just made 20 M's. They say it's a L.
Yeah, that's not what they're talking about. Like, that's not what they're talking about.
Yeah,
because but now I feel like that's a better example of like somebody trying to say like, look at reality, I'm doing good, but then that's the same example of like.
Well, LeBron said that. LeBron said the same thing when he lost in the finals.
Well, yeah, and again, that's one of them things like that sounds good, but let's hit rewind.
Yeah.
On the same person who said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
Yeah.
How can you be able to be both?
Did he mean
you
that?
have to. He meant that. He thought he was
Miami.
He thought he was going to run it.
He thought they was with Miami.
He thought he was going to run it. But the idea of like. That's what goes into the young rappers. I get why some of them do it if they're saying, hey, these older guys not showing us no respect.
Right.
And it's not the legends, not the top legends.
Right.
It's the people who's in the mid tier who might look at my spot might be being taken.
Right.
Because I'm not growing my fan base. They got the new kids. So I can't get the kids now because they got the kids. So maybe if I could just make them diminish as in, oh, he not good. He not this. But now it's old versus young.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and that's always going to be a battle because we had that in every era.
Yeah,
70s, 80s.
Except rap is just new. How old is rap?
79. It's 2019. So what's that? 70, 89, 90, 09. We talking about 40, 50 years.
Exactly. So right now, like, and arguably the greatest rapper is older than rap.
That's very true.
So right there is like either like
Jay-Z
yeah
is there.
And J. Cole came out way after.
Yes.
Way after Jay-Z, right?
Yes.
Not even close in years. But yet, he has a song that came out called Middle Child. And saying that he looks up to the legends and realized they my big brothers. But then he turned around and see people after him who look at him
as the big dog.
Exactly. So now he realized, like, oh man, this how we just now getting to older, middle, young.
Yeah.
This is the first ever time this legitly happened in a real gap. What happened before, it really was like a 5-year difference of people.
Yep.
Like, bro, you 20, you 25.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we get it, but it's not. Yeah. No, you're getting like, because you 50, bro.
Because
you 50.
The timeline.
Yeah, you 50, you 33. And the boy 23.
Yeah.
That's
a big gap. So then you got to look at it also like this is tiers. We know that. It's year gaps. We know that. But you also have to look at skill.
Kind
of. I'm saying you look at skill, and then you always have to say, okay, where's the respect? That's all I'm saying.
Well, the respect is a different argument there.
Yeah.
But back to the skill part before we get into the respect. I noticed as a young guy, because I ain't that young anymore, I'm getting too old. But around when I was 22, I said, yo, somebody found out a long time ago. I don't know who it is, but when it comes to music, people don't care about the words. I don't know who figured that out.
Lyrics.
But somebody realized, oh, they care about melody.
They care about melody.
Because that's the part they can remember. And only the hardcore care about. But the hardcore always going to come no matter what. Yep. You're always going to be here. Well, what happened is 2,000 of y'all always going to show up.
Yeah.
But that casual person might not show up. So I got to hit them with the melody.
I tell people all the time, what would you rather have? Would you rather have 1,000 fair weather friends or 100 consistent fans? What would you rather have?
When you know them 100 fans will never leave, that's when they're going to go for the fair weather. Like, oh, well, this 100's always going to stay.
Exactly.
Because I did enough to hold them forever.
To hold them, yep.
Yeah, because when J. Cole, like, J. Cole got some songs I don't like, that I'd be like, man, you doing a little too much of the young boy flow.
Yeah, trying.
But you did so much for me. I won't listen.
I'm here. I'm a faithful.
What you got?
I'm a faithful fan.
Oh, cool. Well, as long as you give me 1 or 2 tracks, what I like.
I'm a faithful fan.
Cool. You got 14 tracks? Make sure to tune for me.
I'm a faithful fan.
That's all I want.
And that's I think that didn't fuck the game up.
No. Now we came to respect.
Respect.
And now this goes into the internet argument. This goes to the Instagram argument. What I said, that there's people who are getting into rap when they're already popular, trying to make another buck.
Right.
People, for some reason, rap has become that you don't have to really know the history to appreciate it.
Nope.
And like you really just have to know the current. You don't have to know like the history.
Yep.
So that for people who don't know the history, it's not coming with certain respect, and they feel uncomfortable
and then enough
to disrespect.
Then they not letting. Then we had a point where anybody could get in. Anybody.
Well, it's more about popularity. If you meet the right person, they could get you in there.
Anybody could get in. You could go viral, and your phone ain't never gonna stop ringing.
Well, look at somebody like Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Fat Boy is, like I said, Instagram famous. Very funny.
But he made music before.
Instagram famous.
But no, he made music before the Instagram videos popped.
Didn't pop. But he got popping doing what?
Instagram videos.
And it was hilarious. I love his skits, love that. He jumped in some commercials. He done a little.
He do ads,
yeah, stuff like that.
Movies.
So realize, for his skill set, his next level is sketch, like some form of sketch shows or live performing. Right? Yeah. But hey, I could drop this mixtape right now, and I could make some people gonna want to support me somehow. So right. Oh yeah, you know what? I get that Fat Boy John
music.
Even though I don't think he probably fire, but it's like I like him here. Yeah. I like him there.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. And we all do it in different ways. We just don't know when it comes to rap. Right. But we do it in other ways. So right now, same thing. HaHa Davis, hilarious. Funny. I love his skits
on Instagram.
Hey, I got a song out, guys.
People going to gravitate towards it. They're gonna gravitate.
Yeah, it's like it's like, hey, cool. Hey, I might drop a mixtape too.
If he get 70,000 streams, that's $7,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, it's like
from Spotify. That's only Spotify. I'm counting.
Yeah. So for him, the idea is like I got big one way, and I could do it, and it feel like with some people do it, we might like them. But if we let it do it for the light, that means everybody can do it.
Right.
So everybody enter the game. You don't gotta have respect for it. I do think it's way more disrespectful now. But I do think that we was kind of like that then too. It's just a bigger sample size.
Yeah, because it's more efficient to see.
Because you can say like rest in peace to Triple X, right? With the Tupac thing. Somebody bringing them up in it, but it's the idea is he's saying, "Oh yeah, look, Tupac a legend, man. I don't want to talk about Tupac, you know, because people comparing him to Tupac. First of all, I'd be honored if somebody compared me to Tupac.
I didn't know that.
But he was like, you know, look, like Tupac can never do what I do, and it was more like, where'd that come from? Like it was more like, what are we doing here? Even like Philly's own, like Uzi going up there and saying he not rapping on them old beats. Now that could be, we didn't see behind the scenes
skill set.
And Ebro could have had some back and forth before they came on.
Right.
It's like, look, man, just my style's a little up tempo. I just want a current beat. And he probably like, man, you ain't a real rapper. You rapping one of these old beats. And he probably like, yo, don't try to play with them beats.
Right.
Like what we get back from commercial.
Right.
That could have happened. He could have played it too. He could have been like, yo, I'm not rapping on these old. Now he's more angry.
Animated.
I just said I'm not rapping on these old beats, bro.
Right.
Like now it's like more disrespectful.
Right.
I mean, he could have said, yo, don't
do that.
I'm an artist too, like, because I want to choose the beat I want to rap on.
Right.
They don't need to know that, but I just
play
that.
But I really want to. I'm really glad, honestly, because this is an ongoing conversation. This is not a conversation you could just have, one day, or this can go multiple times and multiple episodes. And I just feel like this is a conversation that always needs to be. This is like that Pandora's box that you always have to open. You have to go back to the history, bring it up to the current, to see where things kind of went wrong, or who or what or why things happen. Things change.
But at the end of the day, I do think it's more generational than hip hop in general.
Ooh, you feel like the generational gap is what creates the?
I don't even want to say gap. I mean the generation that.
Okay, generations
that came out. I feel like anybody who was born when YouTube was already flourishing.
Ooh.
Like they didn't remember life before the internet.
If you was born in 2006,
everybody has a touch screen.
Yeah, because
your cell phone never had buttons.
Because look, if you was born in 2006, it's 2019. So you're 13 years old.
Yeah.
Your mind is on a whole different wavelength.
Everything you live in the future. You don't even realize it. Like your president's already black. You don't understand that struggle.
See, people,
you don't understand that.
And that's the crazy thing, because people always say, "Damn, the future is now."
Well, yeah,
the future is now. We living in futuristic times.
Yeah, so for kids who kind of only knew that, they're gonna have a different
thought process,
a different mindset. So I do feel like, because right now I met somebody. I want to cut this short, but I met somebody who, like, to me, I was like, "How are you poor?" But entitled. That person didn't exist before.
That person doesn't,
that person exists a lot now.
Yeah.
Beforehand, it was, if you come from hard times, you're more humble and understand life differently. But no, now people are messed up, but still entitled.
But I still want what I want.
Yeah, no, I deserve, like, you're acting like, you could get somebody a sandwich. Hey, my man, I know you hungry out here. Oh, I don't eat mayonnaise, bro.
Yup.
Yo, you homeless. You don't eat mayonnaise?
Yo, stop. Listen.
I can't eat mayonnaise because my stuff. No,
I don't. Oh, you don't?
Somebody made a joke before. Where do you see somebody in the Middle East who don't have nothing, who's lactose intolerant? It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, you don't got nothing. You're going to drink that milk.
You're going to drink that milk and fuck your stomach up.
Yeah. But over here, we got
stomach
we got disease. No, I can't eat that.
I can't have peanuts, bro.
Yeah, like,
I can't have peanuts. Damn, for real? Like,
yeah, it's like, so it's just the idea of, like, we have people right now who's not, I ain't gonna say humble, who doesn't have anything and they feel entitled. So when they do get something, they never got that I know where I came from thing. They just feel more entitled, because at the end of the day, money doesn't change you. It makes you more
of the person you are.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
So I feel like but now we're seeing people who they really are without the money.
That's
and
facts.
We like, wait,
how are you still like that?
Yeah, you're supposed to be like humble and trying to grow it, then maybe you show us. Like you showing us from the beginning.
Yeah.
And they disrespect.
Because that's the number one thing. That's another thing. And I'm gonna close it out here. Rap music, especially in this generation and how it's being, monetized, has created a lot of young millionaires.
Yeah.
So that creates a attitude.
Yeah.
When you have a certain pay grade.
We're too young? Yeah.
Right. You're 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yo, I got $1 million. It's two ways to look at this, right? I got $1 million in the bank. What can you tell me, bro?
You can't tell me nothing.
Yo, leave me alone. You talking about I need
so
to
I'm not going to say money. I'm not going to say money.
That's one way to think about it.
Yeah.
Other way to think about it is what happened with Big Sean. I got $1 million. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing right next to Hov and Diddy like, I feel broke. I gotta grind. I gotta get better. I gotta figure out how to work on my
Wale, what you do when Ross spends $600,000, you know you're supposed to be stacking. Like that's a fact. But the rap game is being exploited. Maybe that fucked it up. The generations, maybe, the generational gap, maybe that fucked it up. The internet, maybe that fucked it up also. But I'm going to sit here and say to you, Link, I feel like rap is changed. And I'm not going to blame the mumble rappers. I'm going to blame the culture. Your
favorite rapper is a mumble rapper.
I'm going to blame the culture as a whole. Rap music fucked up rap music.
That's true.
And that's where I'm going to leave it at. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want podcast.